Please welcome Academy Award nominated and Emmy Award winning actress, Laura Linney.
Oh my goodness. Thank you all so much for that warm, warm welcome. And good evening to all of you, and thank you for being here for this wonderful, wonderful cause. I have been given the distinct pleasure tonight of presenting the 2026 Groundbreaker Award to my dear beloved friend, Christian Siriano. Christian and I have gotten to know each other through the cultural connection that exists between fashion and entertainment. And I am not alone when I say I love his clothing, the clothing that he creates, and I love this generous, kind man who possesses a Herculean work ethic and a heart of gold. Christian is a sublime talent and a spectacular human being. He sees beauty in every person who is before him. A bit of background on Christian. He was born and raised in Maryland, the son of 2 school teachers who supported the arts and encouraged him and his sister to pursue creative fields. His early interest in costume design inspired him to pursue a career in fashion, and he started designing clothes at the tender age of 13. Christian chose his own path into the industry, skipping the traditional fashion school education and moving to London, where he interned with Vivienne Westwood and Alexander McQueen. He settled in New York after graduating in 2007. In 2008, at the tender age of 22, he launched the Christian Siriano collection, his own line of beautiful, whimsical, accessible, and inclusive designs. Dubbed the new king of old school glamour, the Christian Siriano has delivered show-stopping design for 18 years now, from fantasy evening gowns and cocktail dresses to tailored sportswear, intricately detailed shoes and accessories. Christian's show-stopping designs can be found in department stores and specialty boutiques around the globe, as well as the most prestigious red carpets. Christian has dressed stars of film, TV, music, and fashion, from Angelina Jolie and Viola Davis to Rihanna, Janet Jackson, and Oprah, not to mention the First Ladies, Dr. Jill Biden and Michelle Obama. In 2017, he released a photographic retrospective called Dresses to Dream About with Rizzoli Books, highlighting his first decade in fashion, his signature red carpet gowns, and his inclusive design. A strong advocate for LGBTQ causes, Christian uses his platform to promote inclusivity, gender-fluid fashion, and queer representation. He even designed the black ball gown Billy Porter wore to the Oscars in 2019. That was unforgettable. A few accolades of note. Time magazine included Christian in their 100 most influential people of 2018. He was listed in Forbes 30 under 30 in 2015, and Crane's 40 under 40 list when he was just 24, the youngest person ever featured. Christian has done all of this on his own, in his own way, and why he and Housing Works align so well. He's been an avid supporter of Housing Works for years, donating his apparel to their thrift shops and curating collections for their retail activism event, Fashion for Action. Christian, for your visibility and positivity, your activism, and your gorgeous clothing, for bringing all your beauty into this world, I am so very pleased and honored to present you with the 2026 Groundbreaker Award.
I wrote it down. I got the piece I wanted. Because I didn't really want the airplane, you know what I mean? That looks more gorgeous on my shelf. So, love you. Okay, oh, I can see this. I wrote it down here. Well, first, thank you to Laura Linney, who honestly, Laura's been one of my beautiful muses from day one. I've dressed her for the Emmys, for the Tonys, so many unforgettable moments. She's been a muse for pretty much my entire career, and one of the greatest actresses I've ever met, as we all love. So thank you, Laura, for being here. Thank you so much. She's so busy. She just finished a movie. Thank you for coming here. I love you so much. And yeah, so thank you for having me tonight. I think, I thought about, okay, I'll read it here. I think a lot about what being a groundbreaker can mean. And I think some of my greatest projects that have been successful have really come from this idea of no fear. So you just do what you feel is right for your brand, right for your world, right for your moment. And I think a lot of people should live that way. I've created pretty much a lot of incredible looks over the years for men, women, different people of genders, ages, sizes. And I think this idea of transformation has been the most important part of my journey. I think it's always been my goal to find someone that wants to transform themselves and be their best selves afterward. And I think that that's truly what the goal is, as any fashion designer should. That's kind of our only job. And I think that's kind of what Housing Works has done. They have been doing this for so long. They're really actually the groundbreakers of transformation. They transform people's lives in the most incredible way. They actually really, really change their lives. I just make beautiful clothes. They actually make people's lives change. And I think, you know, them committed to treating everyone with dignity and compassion and support with no questions asked is something that I hope I try to do as I continue my journey in fashion and building a brand. I think it's really important to, you know, promote this idea of equality and social justice. I think it's really important to support people and what they're going through and living with, because we're all living with things that are hard in our lives. So it's not enough to make pretty clothes anymore. I think you have to have something that's a bit more powerful, a bit more reason. And I think that's the most important thing. Like you saw, like I have dressed some amazing women, like Michelle Obama, our former Vice President Kamala Harris, my president. And I think, and let me tell you, when I did my fitting with Kamala, it was so major. We went to her house, the vice president residence. I can't tell you anything else, but it was really good. Okay, she yelled at me 3 times, it was great. Okay, but I think what I realized is that, you know, this idea of being confident and feeling beautiful in our own skin was very important, and I think it's important in this world. So I think I think that that's what Housing Works is really doing for so many people here, so many people in this world. They've been doing it for such a long time. So really, honestly, I'm just proud to be a part of this organization, really honored to be here. So thank you so much. As I'm losing my voice, love you. Thank you.